And here we go, 5 red lights, and we are green, green, green. Amazing start. So we got already cars spinning out in the background. We're going to cover that incident very later. But Coleman beats Lanley out, leading into turns 1 and 2. Around the
Look at this though, Austin. Sam Coleman already under pressure from Jerome Lamy. It really feels like the battle has been resumed when we left off at Spa.
Lamy's got the run.
He's going to pull to the outside very quickly. Evan Way tried to tackle Maruk, or tried to get around the outside of him, I should say, into turn number 1. Maruk managed to defend cleanly and safely. That's really important for our championship leader.
Sam Coleman under pressure at the hairpin. Lanley tried to send it around the outside, but it did not happen right there. But Lanley, he took the longer run. I'm tripping over my words right now. But he's in the draft. He goes onto the outside again. He's got a nose ahead. Jerome Lanley is going to be taking the lead just slightly, but he gets onto the brakes earlier and allowing Coleman to go down towards the inside as they go through treacherous turns 3 and 4, which I gotta say is the part of the track that we usually see most of the instances. Though Cherry sneaks it back down towards the inside, but Towson's now got the inside as they go 3 wide off the exit. As they exit what would be the Lance Stroll stand, or is that Nicholas Latifi stand?
Then that's the Lance Stroll stand. Luedo trying to capitalize on Adam Tautsma and Leonardo O'Cherry's battle, does so very successfully, Luan. But if he can get this done now, Austin, Simone Fessi could be a real factor in this race today.
It certainly will be a real factor, and as here we go. He's looking down towards the inside. He's got a lot of speed. He's side by side, and oh, Maruk's led it by. Fessi sends it into the corner, hops over the curbs, gets right up towards the wall.
Look at this, Coleman under pressure from Jerome Lamy. Last time around for Coleman was a 1 minute 30.3. Compare that to Jerome Lamy's 29.8. 0.5 of a second difference on the last lap. Jerome Lamy finding the pace. I think Coleman made a mistake, but it's very much battle resumed. And this really plays into Simone Fessi's hands. Not only has he gotten past the homeboy Lucas Maruk, but he can see these two fighting up ahead.
Yeah, no, Cherry is definitely on the attack. So we got 3 wide. Look at Grosseto with that low trim. Just clear both these cars. Where did he come from? Well, he came from behind, and now he's ahead.
So Gracie, another big gainer.
Here is Sam Coleman under pressure. Jerome Lanley sends it out to the airbit, but here comes Coleman on the switchback. They're side by side, and they are repeating our Spa battle once again. Sam Coleman versus Jerome Lanley, part 2, Electric Montreal Boogaloo, as they are drag racing down the straight and heading towards the chicane. Coleman being pushed all the way down low. Lanley left up high. He gets on the brakes a little bit earlier than Coleman. Coleman sets it down low and retakes the lead, but here comes Lanley once again as we end out lap 10 and start lap 11. Jerome Lanley versus Sam Coleman. Lanley looking down towards the inside. They are side by side, and Jerome sends it down low. He's cleared up, but there's Coleman, and Coleman has to back up onto the brakes. It's Lanley. Lanley reactively goes wide, and they're side by side. They switch back, swap places each time once more. And Sam Coleman sends it down towards the inside and retakes the lead. He is going to have a run. He got the opportunity in that brake zone to take the actual line. He's alongside in this inside. They're side by side. The inside line is where you want to be. Lanley is going to send it. Coleman's onto the outside. Jerome Lanley just sneaks his way through on the apex, leaving the room for Sam Coleman. As now we got Jerome Lanley back in the lead, followed by Sam Coleman. And there's Simone Fessi and Lucas Maruk. This 2-car fight has turned into a fatal 4-way here in Montreal. Simone Fessi to chase him down. Coleman once again glued to that inside line. Jerome Lanley is going to be forced to go out wide. Simone Fessi could get the best opportunity that he has right now. They go side by side. They almost tap mid-corner through the hairpin. Simone Fessi was a little bit sideways as well. And Simone Fessi is just being very gentle about this attack, but he's getting a major run. He's gonna go 3. Well, he's gonna attempt to go 3 wide right there, but Lanley's gonna send it down towards the inside. Coleman's gonna be onto the inside right now, side by side, switching around with each other, but they are still nose to nose as well, side by side. You see Simone Fessi, it looks like he was warming up his tires, trying to decide which line he wanted to be, because this is definitely a fight to behold right now for the lead of the race.
Opportunity to Alistair Hay. Evan Way once again hitting the wall of champions.
Oh, that's disastrous for Way, but this is positive news for Lanley and Coleman. They're sending on each other once again. They almost make contact off the exit. Unless they're in touring cars, they can afford a little bit of bumping and banging as they're for our lead side by side once again. Stop me if you heard this before. Lamy sending it on Coleman, but Simon Fessy mid-quarter almost getting his nose in there as well.
Tell you what, there's another Sam in this battle as well. Sam Herman, he's slowly catching up to Maruk, Fessy, Lamy and Coleman. He could very well make this a 5-car battle for the lead. Sam Herman, one of the quickest drivers. Leonard O'Cherry just scampering up the road, really leaving Talisman and Aberdeen to duke it out. Lee Aberdeen tries to repeat what Leonardo O'Cherry did one lap ago.
Heads to the corner that he doesn't trust. We never seen Aberdeen making a move right here, but we finally done Aberdeen down towards the inside of Talisman.
Richard Van Veen trying to capitalize on Adam Talisman's overtake as well. Talisman was very slow at the apex. Evan Way and Alistair Hay very much battling it out as well. Up ahead, you see Evan Way conceding that position to Alistair Hay and warranting that trust. I tell you what, Jerome Lamy really struggling at the moment. He's now under pressure from Simone Fessy.
He might have tapped the wall because that gap did shoot out to a second, and I think Lamy might have tapped the wall just slightly, and that really put him away because that 1 second gap grew out of nowhere for Sam Coleman. And now we got a 4-car fight pretty much for second place. Who's going to...
This is, you know, it's so hard as a commentator or as a production team, and Mark doing a superb job in the booth. As always, Lawedo down the inside of Robert Ridgway. He's up 9 places, is Lawedo. So is Glamsetter just ahead of him. Hampered and compromised by his own overtaking opportunity of Robert Ridgway. Robert Ridgway really needs to just have the perfect middle sector to try and extend his gap from these two squabbling behind him.
Yeah, they're still battling over each other. O'Cherry looks down towards the inside and getting a run on Lawedo right now. O'Cherry getting a good run, but that's what's inside. Aberdeen's defending onto the inside, giving O'Cherry just a little bit of depth. O'Cherry's going to have the opportunity to send it down to the inside. He does, and there's a little bit of contact between these two. Lawedo goes to her, trip through the grass, and...
Lucas Maruk, I just have a sense that he's waiting for the fireworks between these two to scoop up the mess and gain some ever-crucial championship points.
Clemens Punzengruber looking down towards the inside right now. Big send on the 707 to Matthew Gracie. He's oversent it, though. He's riding onto the curb, so that's going to be a send and then a fall back. Gracie couldn't get an opportunity to regain that position, but I think Gracie just backed out of it. It's all about bravery right now. Who's going to be the best off the exit? And in the drag, we saw Fessy lift off last time. He's going to be on a run. We see the snaking down the straightaway by Jerome Lamy. He's got to watch that or else he's going to be in trouble by the stewards. Here we go. Fessy versus Lamy. They're going to be side by side entering. Fessy not backing off right now. They're side by side into the break itself, and it's a send by Lamy. A big air by Fessy. Here comes Lucas Maruk off the exit. He's not going to be there. Fessy getting a good run on Lamy. They're side by side. It's going to be Coleman, Lamy, and Fessy in third. Lucas Maruk couldn't get the surprise on Simone Fessy. Samuel Herman finishes at fifth.
Coleman just in a league of his own today, wasn't he? He didn't make the mistakes where others did. And at the end, you know, and that's why Lucas Maruk is the championship leader, because he can do exactly what Coleman did today. Just stay out of trouble for the season, keep it clean, and just rack up those points.
It certainly did. And Sebastian, I'm going to give you the honors to read through our race results.
So Sam Coleman takes the race win by almost 3 seconds to Jerome Lamy in second place. Simone Fessy rounds out your podium places. Championship leader Lucas Maruk had a great race. He finishes in 4th place with Samuel Herman in 5th. Alistair Hay almost got 5th place. He will finish in 6th place today. Evan Way in 7th. He had a few contacts with the barriers today. He'll be, I think, happy to come home in 7th. Andy Flynn in 8th. Fabio Grosseto with that low downforce setup. He manages to hold on to that 9th place with Tony Jimenez rounding out your top 10, just ahead of his teammate Victor Barris in 11th. Well, McIntyre Jones in 12th with Christian Glamsetter right alongside him. Robert Ridgway 14th, Lee Aberdeen in 15th place. What an amazing race from him. Alejandro Severino Lawedo in 16th place with Leonard O'Cherry 17th. Stuart Milne in 18th, Richard Van Veen 19th with Poder Penko rounding out your top 20, Gietti 21st, Zoltan Zamota 22nd, Reed Dennis 23rd, Gavin Petty 24th. He made a mistake on lap 1 and could never really recover from there. Patrick Olsen 25th, Matthew Gracie 26th. Adam Townsend was in a great scrap with O'Cherry and Aberdeen, but had a few mistakes. He finishes in 27th place and 1 lap down for good measure. Patrick Rowland's in 28th place, with Clemens Putzengluber in 29th, with Rafael Muenza rounding out your top 30. Rory Collins 31st, Alan Lee 32nd, Nick Carty 33rd, Killen Richie Robinson in 34th, Simon Rampampiario in 35th, with Matt Brewer 36th, Leo Lung in 37th, and the first of our retirees, Philip Lucas, Pedro Jabara, Darren Rowlandson, James Cockram, Clark Williams, Frankie Franchica, Caleb Patry, Atoa Devine, Thrulis Westman, Carol Ann Wild, all are non-finishers today. Austin, and what an amazing race we've had once again. iGPFun never fails to deliver.